पढ़ेंगे डिस्कवरी ऑफ प्रोटॉन। ये मैंने बच्चों डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब बनाया है, दैट इज द सेम एज वी स्टडीड इन द केस ऑफ डिस्कवरी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन। When the gas is taken inside this discharge tube at sufficiently low pressure, when high voltage is applied, we found there is a stream of electron which travels from cathode to anode. And how we detect its presence? When the anode is taken as perforated, then the phosphorescent material like zinc sulfide, which is just coated on the back of this glass tube, produces scintillation. Just glow get produced. Electrons की beam जब इन pore से pass होती है and it strikes the back side of this glass tube, we observe a tiny flash which shows the presence of particles which were considered as electron. But simultaneously, in the same type of discharge tube experiment, we found there is also a beam of particle which travels from anode to cathode. This beam of particles, when studied, it was found that this is a beam of positively charged particle, and this developed along with the beam of the negatively charged particle. इसका मतलब there are some gaseous atom, and when the electron gets created, some positive ion also get produced which moves in opposite direction. When hydrogen gas is taken inside, we found this positively charged particle which moves from anode to cathode were then named as canal rays. And this positively charged ray, which is called as canal ray, is considered as made up of proton. बहुत सारे प्रोटॉन्स हैं जो कि एनोड से कैथोड की तरफ जा रहे हैं, एंड द सेम इफेक्ट कैन बी ऑब्जर्व्ड बाय दिस. नाउ व्हेन दिस पॉजिटिवली चार्ज रे वाज स्टडीड, ये कैनाल रे को जब हमने स्टडी किया गया तो हमने देखा कि ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज आयन हैं ये उन्हीं गैसियस एटम से डेवलप होते हैं जिनसे इलेक्ट्रॉन नॉकआउट हुआ. For example, if hydrogen gas is taken, it loses its valence electron when high voltage is applied. This electron forms the cathode ray which travels from cathode to anode, and this remaining nucleus has only one proton. This forms the canal rays which is called as proton. But if we take helium, it has two proton and two neutron inside. If these valence electron get knocked out, this remaining positively charged ion now moves in opposite direction from anode to cathode. Now the second observation is Q by M of this positive ion thus formed depends on nature of the gas. For example, when we took hydrogen, this is left with only proton. So it will have some charge by mass. But in the case of helium, the mass of the nucleus is more. And even if it knocks its sole 2 electrons, the charge is 2 plus. So Q by M will be different for the different atoms. So if we have the different gas inside, charge to mass ratio will be different. That depends on the nature of the gas. And the third observation which comes out here is some positive ion carries integral multiple of the fundamental charge. जैसे hydrogen है, it has only one positive charge. In this case of helium, as it has lost 2 electron, it carries 2 plus charge. If any other gaseous atom loses 3 electron, it will get 3 positive charge. So the higher charges will always be the multiple of this positive charge. The charge on proton, यहाँ पर कितना है? Twice the charge of proton. This way, this third statement, some positive ion carries integral multiple of the fundamental charge. And when this canal ray, the positive charge ray, is passed through electric field, this ray is found, it gets deviated towards the negative plate, यानी वो बिहेवियर जो पॉजिटिव आयन का होगा. एंड सिमिलरली मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में भी ये उसी डायरेक्शन में बेंड होती है जिस डायरेक्शन में पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड रे बेंड होगी. So the behavior is it gets deviated in electric and magnetic field, but the behavior is opposite to the nature of cathode ray. So this way, through this experiment, we discovered proton, and proton is produced when in this discharge tube hydrogen gas is taken, which has only one electron and one proton. When one electron was knocked out, the only positive particle was left is proton. Now, in the discovery of neutron, which is done by Chadwick in 1932, when he bombarded the alpha particle on this beryllium thin sheet, he found some neutral particles emitted out of it. These particles were then named as neutrons, which has the mass slightly greater than the mass of proton but carry no charge. So this way we got three basic fundamental particles: proton, electron and neutron. Proton carries positive charge, electron carries negative charge, neutron is neutral. The mass of proton and neutron is approximately the same. Neutron has slightly greater mass, but the mass of electron is negligible as compared to the mass of proton and neutron. Mass of proton is nearly 1867 times the mass of one electron. So electron has negligible mass. Now, after the discovery of these small fundamental particles, the atomic model was first given by Thomson. Thomson ने क्या कहा? Thomson considered the atom is just like a sphere. Now, this sphere carries positive charge, and this negative charge is just scattered uniformly throughout. If it has only one negative, which is called as electron, that will be at the center. If it has two negative, it will be along the line. If it has three negative, that will be just at the corner of equilateral triangle. So the total positive charge which is dispersed inside the atom is exactly balanced by the negative charge carried by the scattered electron, which is uniformly distributed throughout. The radius of this atom is 10 की power minus 10 meter, and this model was also called as plum pudding model. इसको प्लम पुडिंग मॉडल या वाटरमेलन मॉडल कहा गया. जैसे वाटरमेलन जो तरबूज होता है उसके अंदर जो गोला होता है दैट इज रेडिश, दैट इज लाइक अ स्फीयर, और सीड्स होते हैं दैट इज जस्ट लाइक इलेक्ट्रॉन. एंड इन द सेम वे प्लम पुडिंग में जैसे हलवे में किशमिश डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड होती हैं, इन द सेम वे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं एटम के अंदर उसी तरीके से डिस्पर्स्ड हैं. सो दिस वे दिस थॉमसन मॉडल एक्सप्लेन कि एटम इज ओवरऑल इलेक्ट्रिकली न्यूट्रल. बट later on when Rutherford does his experiment, there was some drawback in this model. Let us first study that experiment. Now, this is Rutherford alpha particle scattering experiment. This is a radioactive source which creates alpha particles. Now, this alpha particle source when just bombards the alpha ray on this gold foil. This gold foil is 100 nanometer in thickness. And to observe the effect of alpha particle where it strikes after passing through this thin foil, we have kept a photographic plate. Fluorescent material like zinc sulfide is coated on its inner surface. Now, when the alpha particle after passing through this foil strikes this zinc sulfide screen, a tiny flash is observed. So, when alpha particle passes through this gold foil, what's been observed? Most of the alpha particle passes undeflected. बिल्कुल सीधे पास हो जाते हैं और यहां पर बच्चों ये एक ग्लो, एक टाइनी फ्लैश प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. एंड सेकेंडली, स्मॉल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इट गेट्स डेविएटेड थ्रू स्मॉल एंगल. कुछ अल्फा पार्टिकल्स इस फॉयल से पास होने के बाद स्मॉल एंगल पर डिफ्लेक्ट हो जाते हैं. एंड लास्टली, very few, which is 1 in 20,000 bounces back. 20,000 में एक ऐसा अल्फा पार्टिकल होता है जो इस फॉयल से टकराकर वापस आ जाता है. So these were the observations which is made by Rutherford. Now, alpha particle which is very heavy, 4 unit of mass, that when strikes the thin foil, gold foil, its atom bounces it back. Yes, that is very less in number, 1 in 20,000, but there are some particles which get reflected back. If we just see the Thomson atomic model, in which there was nothing dense inside, only electrons were scattered. There is nothing inside which can bounce this heavy particle back. Nothing hard, massive is kept inside according to the Thomson model. So this Thomson model was discarded. Now, Rutherford model states, as most of the alpha particle passes without any deviation, it means there is empty space inside the atom. Most of the space inside the atom is empty. And as 1 in 20,000 of the alpha particles bounces back, it made him to think that there is definitely some massive core inside which is of greater mass. Hence, there is strong massive core. He named it nucleus. As the alpha particle bounces back, और हमेशा रिपल्शन किस में होता है? रिपल्शन हमेशा लाइक चार्ज में होता है. Alpha particle is positively charged. Therefore, that strong massive core should also carry the like charge. So, nucleus is considered as positively charged, and that positive charge is due to the presence of proton inside. तो न्यूक्लियस में प्रोटॉन्स होते हैं और न्यूट्रॉन्स भी होते हैं, but the neutrons are neutral. They don't carry any charge. And the small deflection किस वजह से है? Small deflection is again when the alpha particle which is at a certain distance from this axis gets repelled by the nucleus, gets deflected through small angle. So, according to Rutherford, there is a strong massive core where the protons and neutrons lies. An electron is lying around the nucleus. This is negatively charged, nucleus is positively charged. Electron should get attracted by the nucleus and should buried inside. मगर ऐसा तो नहीं होता, atoms are stable. So Rutherford gave the explanation कि इलेक्ट्रॉन जो न्यूक्लियस के अराउंड है, that is not stationary, that is revolving around the nucleus. और बच्चों, जब भी कोई बॉडी रिवॉल्व करती है तो आउटवर्ड को एक फोर्स लगती है mv²/r and thus the centrifugal force which is created due to its revolution balances its electrostatic force of attraction, and this way electron does not fall. Now the limitations of Rutherford model is, जब भी कोई बच्चों बॉडी रिवॉल्व करती है तो अगर हम वेलोसिटी की डायरेक्शन देखें तो इट विल ऑलवेज बी टेंजेंट एट दैट पॉइंट. तो इट मीन्स इन सर्कुलर मोशन देयर इज अ चेंज ऑफ डायरेक्शन एट एवरी पॉइंट, और डायरेक्शन के चेंज होने से दिस चार्ज पार्टिकल यानी इलेक्ट्रॉन विल बी एक्सेलरेटेड. और बच्चों इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक थ्योरी ऑफ रेडिएशंस कहती है कि जब भी कोई चार्ज पार्टिकल अगर एक्सेलरेट होता है that should emit radiation, and by losing energy in the form of radiation it should follow spiral path. कम एनर्जी होगी तो इसको स्पाइरल पाथ में जाना चाहिए and ultimately should fall inside the nucleus in 10⁻⁻8 second. But the system of atom does not collapse.